What's up guys, it's Taylor Timothy, and today we're going to be talking about the free resources that I personally use to generate leads and sales online. So let's not waste any more time and dive right in. So guys, before we even get started, just a reminder, I have an entire checklist that is in the description. If you click the link, you can go ahead and download it and follow along. But other than that, let's dive in. So the first tool I want to talk about is Google. Guys, Google has so many free tools that you can use that help you generate leads and sales for businesses. So let's go over them. We've got Google Analytics. This is a tool that will help analyze the data on your website. This is a must-have on your website. Google Paid Ads. Now, Google Paid Ads is not free, but it is a tool and resource that you can use and set things up. But all in all, usually the client pays for ads. So again, it's free, it's a win. Learn how to run Google Paid Ads. You can generate tons of leads with it. The next thing we're gonna go over is Google Domains. Now, a lot of people use different providers like GoDaddy and things like that, but I recommend using Google. The reason why Google Domains is so awesome is because you can immediately link up G Suites faster than ever. You know, now if you buy a domain over on GoDaddy and then you try and link up the G Suite, sometimes it can just be a pain in the butt. So I promise you guys, Google Domains will save you tons of money and tons of time. Last but not least, you need to use Google Webmaster Tools. Now, obviously, if you're playing the search engine game, this is a must-have on your website. Link up Webmaster Tools to your website, link that sucker to analytics and things like that. That is going to help you guys know where your website is ranking. And again, guys, this is free. The next thing I want to talk about is Facebook. So obviously, Facebook is growing. It's an easy tool to generate leads and sales. There's 3 things you need to know about inside of Facebook. The first one is obviously the ads manager. So the platform that you can actually run ads over on Facebook and Instagram. Again, the tool is actually free to use, but if you run ads, then obviously you're paying. The next thing we're talking about is the Creator Studio. So this is a new beta rollout that Facebook has released. This allows you to schedule posts on Facebook and Instagram. Before, you had to use third parties. And trust me guys, this thing is going to be robust and it's going to be amazing. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Facebook Ads Library. So the Facebook Ads Library is a tool that you can use. Basically, you can go out there and figure out different ads that people are running. So you can kind of spy on your competitors. Before, you could actually really spy, but they've definitely pulled that back. You can't spy as much. But still, it's a good tool to use to figure out ad copy and ad visuals and things like that. So go over there and use the ads library. The next tool I want to talk about is Upwork. Now, Upwork is a tool that you can use to hire other freelancers to help you optimize your business and potentially create tons of things for you. Now, beware. These people are not from the United States the majority of the time, and they aren't proficient in English. So I wouldn't recommend, using them for ad copy and things like that. Yes, I've heard of people building their entire business off of Upwork, but I recommend using Upwork to hire people to do tasks that are just over and over and over again. So a lot of times Upwork, you can use these things just to dial in processes and help speed up those processes that you don't really want to work on. So such as maybe video production. Maybe you want this guy just to crank out the same video over and over again. Maybe with podcasts, they can edit your podcast. But usually what I've found is you give them one assignment and one assignment only. The next one I want to talk about is the Whois. So what is Whois? Whois.com basically helps you identify who owns a specific domain. Now, I've used this tool and I always use this tool. Generally speaking, if I get a new client and they have to transition everything over to me, a lot of times the previous web host or web provider would hold their domains hostage because they bought it. So a lot of times this tool will help you just identify who owns it, and if they lost control and access to that domain, it's a way that you can get it back. Envato.com. Now, Envato, also known as Audio Jungle, the list goes on and on. Now Envato, what I use Envato for when it comes to online marketing is using templates. So a lot of times people have already gone out there and created After Effects templates, helps you create cool intros and things like that. Like the intro that was on this video at the beginning came straight from Envato. All I had to do was change out the videos and change out the text. The next thing we're going to talk about is Google Chrome extensions. So the first extension we're going to talk about is the Facebook Pixel Helper. So basically this will help you identify if you installed your Pixel properly on your website or your client's website. And on the flip side, this tool can be used as well to figure out and find new clients. So if you go to their website, it will let you know if they have the Pixel installed. If they don't, then either A, they have somebody running their ads that doesn't know what they're doing, or B, they've never ran ads before and it's an opportunity for you to reach out. The next one I want to talk about is vidIQ. So vidIQ is a great free tool that you can use if you're trying to rank videos on YouTube. You can figure out what your competitors are doing as far as tagging and where they're ranking on the process. So go download vidIQ. It also has a paid service as well. In all honesty, I just use the free one. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Tag Manager extension. Again, this is another tool just like Facebook Pixel Helper, but now it helps you identify if the Google Analytics code is in place. Even the Tag Manager and even the Google paid ad Pixel as well. So basically, again, it's another opportunity for you to reach out to somebody if they don't have these things installed. The next one I want to talk about is Loom. So Loom is a great tool to use to record your screen. So a lot of times what people do is, even on a Mac, they'll use QuickTime, they'll record the video on their screen, they'll export it, they'll upload it to YouTube, list it as unlisted, and then send the URL. What's cool about Loom is you can press record and it is automatically uploading to the cloud of Loom. You can copy that URL and just send it. There's no uploading, there's no exporting. It just helps speed up your process. So go over and check out Loom. Last but not least, guys, I highly recommend you have multiple web browsers when doing online marketing. So if you have a Mac, you're gonna have Safari, Mozilla, and Chrome. If you have Windows, you're going to use Explorer, Mozilla, and Chrome. So the more browsers you have, I found that it helps, because what happens if you're logged into a Gmail account and you have to log into a different Gmail account for that client, you don't have to sit there and log in and out of your accounts, and just causes tons of problems. So a lot of times as well, sometimes sites may load improperly because I'm so cached on my one browser that I can just open it up with another one and make sure things are working properly. Again, sometimes websites load differently on different browsers, so it's another tool as well just to make sure that everything is running and functioning properly. Thanks guys for watching this video. If you guys have any other free resources that you use when it comes to online marketing, post in the comments below. Other than that, guys, don't forget to go over and check out my online marketing master course. They'll teach you guys all of this stuff from start to finish. I'll teach you how to build your website, run paid traffic, and the list goes on and on. Through this process, I've been able to help companies 2 and 3x. So it's definitely one of those things that can be applicable to multiple businesses across the board. So go check that out. Other than that, guys, peace.